If you've wondered what the cost difference is when you're buying new construction homes in the areas around Parrish, Florida versus the area around Lakewood Ranch, Florida, then stick around because today I'm going to share with you the cost comparisons of several well-known builders between the fastest growing communities in Manatee and Sarasota County. Stay tuned. Friends, Catherine Newman here again to fill you in on what the two hottest local real estate markets are looking like here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. And I'm going to be showing you the home price differences between each area as it pertains to some of our local builders in various communities around Parrish, Florida and Lakewood Ranch, Florida.
Just tell me the truth!
If you're new to this channel, I'm so glad you decided to tune in. And if you'd like to stay updated on the local markets here in both Manatee and Sarasota counties, do me a solid by hitting that thumbs up and subscribing to this YouTube channel. So we all know that real estate has always been about, and probably always will, location, 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 and that's always been true. And for those of you who have already been in these communities that surround Lakewood Ranch or Parrish, Florida, you already know that they're quite different, even though they're really close to each other. Now, for those of you who have never been to these areas of Parrish and Lakewood Ranch, maybe you've just been to the beaches, and you haven't had enough time to cruise around all of these locations, let me briefly share with you a little information about both areas before we compare new home prices. Now, if you want more detailed information on each area, Parrish, how it compares with Lakewood Ranch, then make sure you look at this video here where I talk more about the areas, what they have, what are the pros and cons of each area. So make sure you check out that video there. So let's start with Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch is 33,000 acres. That is 50 square miles of master plan community located in both Manatee and Sarasota counties in Southwest Florida. Now, to date, the majority of existing residential development is located in Manatee County, but there are more than, I believe, 5,100 residential units planned or under development as I speak in Sarasota County in the village of Lakewood Ranch waterside. So the dividing line between Manatee and Sarasota is University Boulevard. Now, Lakewood Ranch is much more developed because, well, it started in the early 90s.
Remember the 90s?
Yeah. And they have Lakewood Ranch Main Street area that offers all kinds of really cool boutiques. They have restaurants, lots of restaurants. There's the Lakewood Ranch Cinemas, that's where I go watch movies, and other creative entertainment opportunities right there in these villages of Lakewood Ranch. Now, Main Street combines elements of the ideal downtown with, of course, easy access to everything you need. The open air environment that they provide in Lakewood Ranch is a unique place for you to, take a walk at night, maybe go shopping. There's always special events. They have concerts and festivals throughout the year, and they make it the focal point of the community. And of course, like I said earlier, it's considered Lakewood Ranch's downtown area. So now Parrish, Florida, on the other hand, and the surrounding areas like Palmetto and Ellington, they're more rural, more suburban, and they have less density. That's where you're going to see more agriculture. Well, for now, because it's growing. Parrish is growing and adding more communities. They're building more infrastructure like retail and restaurants and services, but nothing compared to like what Lakewood Ranch has at the moment. Parrish is also getting 2 new hospitals in the next few years with more medical centers and services, and we're going to get our own town center that's going to be a lot like Lakewood Ranch, along with new community parks. We're getting a new water park, believe it or not, and we're getting a new State College of Florida satellite campus. So when you come to visit and you want to see both Lakewood Ranch and Parrish. And I got to tell you, most of my buyers that contact me through this YouTube channel, they're asking me, we'd really like to see both. And I get it, you really should, because Lakewood Ranch is just amazing, really has everything you want at your fingertips. And then Parrish also has everything you need at your fingertips, just not on steroids like Lakewood Ranch. And again, there's less people, there's traffic in both areas, so you got to just get ready for that. But I think it's a good idea for you to check out both areas when you come and then get a feel for which one has the lifestyle that you're looking for. So if you want to know more about the differences, like I said earlier, between Parrish, Florida and Lakewood Ranch, make sure you watch that video because it breaks it down in more detail. So let's dive into the price comparisons between Parrish and Lakewood Ranch for new construction homes. And let's start with a very well-known national builder, D.R. Horton.
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
So of course, as you know already, D.R. Horton is a national builder. They build a lot in Florida and of course in Manatee and Sarasota counties. So currently in Parrish, Florida, there are two communities. One is called Bella Lago, and it's located right beside the really popular community of North River Ranch. It's not technically a part of North River Ranch, but it's right there. So we're not going to focus on Rye Crossing right now because they're really brand new. They're just starting out. I think they do have a model home open, and they're building a different series of homes there. So we're just going to talk about Bella Lago. And of course, Bella Lago has a really great amenity center. They've got a clubhouse, a dog park, fitness rooms, of course, a pool. Of course, there are playgrounds, a tot lot. There's a multi-purpose sports field. They've got covered picnic areas. And their series, they have 3 different series of homes there. They start about 1,500 square feet. They go all the way up to about, just under 4,000 square feet. And they have prices starting at about $335,000. So let's look right here at one of their very popular one-level, single-level homes. I know we call them ranches up in Virginia, North Carolina, and Colorado, but here they call it a single-level home. And this is called the Lantana. You'll see that the Lantana is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and a 2-car garage with 2,045 square feet. So if we look at the Lantana floor plan in Bella Lago, again, which is in Parrish, Florida, this is the D.R. Horton home. You'll see that they're anywhere between $458,990 and of course $462,210. Now the difference in the prices really is just going to reflect maybe what lot it's on, if the lot has a little bit better view or if it's positioned better in the community, far away from a road or whatever. And now if we look at the Lantana in a community in Lakewood Ranch called Coddington, and of course Coddington has less amenities. They still have a pool and a cabana, but they don't have as many amenities. But let's just see the difference in the prices here. So when you look at this same floor plan, Lantana in Coddington, where D.R. Horton builds, you're going to see that that one is priced at $487,990. Now, these aren't starting prices. These are prices that they have for homes that are quick move-ins that they already have available or will be available in the next few months. So you can see the price difference between Parrish and Lakewood Ranch right here with D.R. Horton home Lantana. Now let's look at another floor plan that D.R. Horton builds. It's called the Coral. Now this is a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage. It has 2,756 square feet. It's a pretty good sized 2-story. And in Parrish, in Bella Lago, Parrish, Florida, they start anywhere between $473,000 and they go up to about $498,000. Again, depending on what lot and what the builder has chosen that's going to go colors and that sort of thing, cabinets and all of that stuff that goes on the inside. Now let's compare the same floor plan, the Coral 2-story, in the Lakewood Ranch D.R. Horton community called Coddington. And here you'll see same exact square footage, 2756, same house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car, and it's priced at $523,990. Again, this is one that's all ready to go. That's the final price with the lot and anything else they've done inside, $523,990. So let's look at the square footage and what the Camden floor plan has to offer us in each of these communities. It is a single level, and of course, a single level is a very desired floor plan here in Florida. It is a 4-bedroom, as you see, 3.5 bath, and a 3-car garage with 2,794 square feet, all on one level, which is kind of cool. And you can see that here in Parrish, in Bella Lago, this D.R. Horton Camden floor plan starts at about the 570, all done, ready to move in, and they go up to about 589, just under 590. And if we see the same Camden floor plan in another D.R. Horton community in Lakewood Ranch, which is brand new. They're just starting out. They've already got people living in there. They're building. It's going to be amazing. It's called Star Farms. So Star Farms in Lakewood Ranch is going to be a lot like Bella Lago, but it's going to have the amenities on steroids. They have baseball field, basketball courts, beach volleyball. They're going to have a coffee shop. It's going to be gated. There's grilling areas. There are outdoor activities area with a full-time activities director. Of course, there's going to be many pools, different pools. There are going to be cabanas and a beach area. There's going to be a spa, a splash pad, and of course, fitness and performance centers. So again, Star Farms is going to look like Bella Lago, but on steroids. It's going to have a lot more amenities. We compare the Camden that we saw in Bella Lago in Parrish, Florida, that was between the prices of $570, right at $570 to $590. The Camden and Star Farms is going to be priced between $609,000 to $648,000, and that's just the ones they have on the market right now. I'm sure that those prices are going to go up because they always do. Builders have that access to raising the prices depending on supply chain issues and that sort of thing. So for right now, you can see the difference in prices between this floor plan in Bella Lago, Parrish, Florida, and in Star Farms, which is Lakewood Ranch. Now, let's look at Lennar Homes. You've all heard of them. They actually used to be U.S. Home way back in the day, and now they're Lennar. They're also very well known nationally. They're a large production builder, and of course they build in Florida in a lot of places and here in Manatee and Sarasota counties. So one of their newest home developments right here in Parrish, Florida is called Prosperity Lakes. As you can see from this map, Prosperity Lakes is gonna be huge. I believe there's 1,130 plus acres. That's 1,130 acres. That's a lot of land. And they're going to divide it in 2 different sections. So the east parcel is going to be their active traditional community where they're going to have single family homes and townhomes, different sizes and that sort of thing. And they're expected to have about, 1,250 homes, maybe 1,260 homes in that active traditional. And their west parcel is going to be age restricted 55 plus, and it's going to be a combination of single family homes and villas. And they're expecting to have about 912 in that 55 plus section. Again, Prosperity Lakes is in Parrish. They're going to have a great amenities center too. They're going to have a main amenities center, clubhouse, fitness, workout rooms, breakout rooms. They're going to have a pool. They're going to have a little cafe, that sort of thing. And then the 55 plus area is going to have its own clubhouse and amenity center. And if you live in the traditional non-age restricted, you can only use your clubhouse. But if you live in the 55 plus section, you can use both.
They made me choose.
You have to choose.
Lennar has a way of building a home, what they call the EI home, which means everything included. So whatever that community offers as far as cabinetry and countertops and appliances, that sort of thing. You get what you get. There's no design center. They might have a few options in the single family homes, the executive ones, where you can choose this cabinet or this cabinet and this counter or this counter. But typically they've already pre-designed the homes, and you would just find which lot you like and what home's being built on that lot and see which one has the kinds of interior finishes that you like. So if you look at this floor plan that's going to be offered in Prosperity Lakes, it is called the Santa Fe. It is about 2,576 square feet, so a good size home. It is going to be a 3-car garage. There are 4 bedrooms and a flex space. And of course, there are 3 bathrooms. And this home is starting at $448,500. That is just where they start. Again, if there's any premium for a better lot, that's going to be put in there. I don't know what those lot premiums are, but that's kind of where those prices start. Because right now Prosperity Lakes is building. They're brand new, just open. They don't even have their model house open quite yet. They're working out of a trailer. So the Santa Fe is priced at the right under $450,000, $448,500. So let's compare the Santa Fe Ranch model that's located in Parrish, Florida by Lennar at Prosperity Lakes with a really well-known area in Lakewood Ranch where Lennar builds called Lorraine Lakes. They really like that lake thing.
You see a rope and a lake and that doesn't make you want to go nuts?
So Lorraine Lakes is in the process of still building, but they've had homes that have been sold there for several years. They're still building in this area. It's really beautiful. And of course, they have great amenities there as well. Clubhouse, pool, fitness, blah, blah, blah. All the same kind of amenities as you'll find in the new development in Parrish called Prosperity Lakes. Because Lorraine Lakes by Lennar in Lakewood Ranch is a different community, they are building a different series of homes. So what we're going to do is kind of compare another ranch plan that's being built in Lorraine Lakes that's different than the Santa Fe that we just saw in Prosperity Lakes. And that ranch plan in Lorraine Lakes in Lakewood Ranch is called the Sunset. So as you can see here, the floor plan of the Sunset in Lorraine Lakes by Lennar in Lakewood Ranch is a little different than what we just saw in Prosperity Lakes and Parrish. This one's also a 3-car garage. It has 3 bedrooms plus a flex space or a den. So it's a little smaller than the one that they're building in Prosperity Lakes, but they're probably offering different amenities. Maybe they're offering tile roofs and paver driveways and that sort of thing. So of course the prices are going to be a little different. And this Sunset has 2,650 square feet. So the Sunset is about 75 square feet larger than the Santa Fe in Prosperity Lakes. Whereas the Santa Fe home in Prosperity Lakes in Parrish started at just under $450,000. Remember, everything's already included except whatever little lot premium there might be. So you're not going to pick stuff out and it's not going to drive the price up that much more. The difference between that one and the Santa Fe, where it is priced at $646,000. Yes, there's a big difference. Again, I know it's 75 square feet more, but there's a big difference in price there between Parrish and Lakewood Ranch. Now we're going to discuss Neal Community Homes, of course, by Neal Builders. Again, another really well-known builder in these areas. And we're going to look at 2 Neal communities, one in Parrish, which is called Wild Leaf, and at North River Ranch. And it's brand new. Again, they do have homes that are starting there, and they have homes that are ready there. Some really good deals if you want to get in. It's always good to get in when a community is starting off. Those are the lowest prices. And we're going to compare that with another brand new Neal community that's going to be up in the waterside area of Lakewood Ranch, and it's going to be called Windward. And again, both areas are going to have great amenities, clubhouses, pools, fitness rooms, meeting rooms. They're just going to have a lot of amenities. So they're pretty much the same.
Just trust me on this, okay?
So right here, we're going to look at a floor plan, a 2-story floor plan that is called the Heritage. And it's built in both Neal communities in Parrish at Wildleaf and at Windward in Lakewood Ranch. The Heritage is 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage with 2,428 square feet. Now, if you were to walk in today at the Neal community in Wildleaf and you were to say, hey, I want to buy a Heritage 2-story, do you have any available? Well, as of today, now of course it's the end of July, doesn't mean it's going to be around much longer, but as of today, they do have one that's going to be finished in a few months, and it's priced at $525,990. Keep in mind, if it's already priced that, they've already added in any upgrades that they've done, and Neal likes to do a nice upgraded package when they do inventory homes, and they've already put in any kind of lot premium for whatever the lot looks like, where it's located, that sort of thing. And if you went to the Windward community in Lakewood Ranch, they also have a Heritage that's available, and that Heritage is priced at $676,990. Yep, same house, $676,990. Now, they might have put way more upgrades in the Lakewood Ranch home. I haven't personally been in it, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the difference between the prices between both areas. And maybe that's a community where they do tile roofs and paver driveways and all that sort of thing. Or maybe it's the same exact house. I'll have to get out there and check it out. I just wanted you to be able to see the difference in new construction homes in different areas. And the pricing can be different in the same area in a different community. So if there's Neal building, which right now Neal is building quite a few communities here in Parrish, Florida, the prices are also different from community to community. And builders often build different series of homes in different communities within the same area. So again, like I said before, I really encourage you, if you're checking out Manatee or Sarasota County and you're checking out Parrish, Palmetto, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, and you haven't been to these areas, take some time to drive around and get a feel first for what appeals to you. Do you like the area that has all of the bells and whistles right at your fingertips, or do you like a more suburban, rural feel, but you also have everything you need? Because they are very contrasting communities. Now, you might hear when you're driving around that a lot of people think Parrish, Florida is going to be just like Lakewood Ranch, Florida. And I can see where they're coming from when people say that, because we have grown exponentially in the 10 years that I've been here in Parrish, Florida. And I've told you before on other videos, my first pick was Lakewood Ranch. I love Lakewood Ranch. I'm okay with the people and the crowds, and I'm okay with having all of the shops and the restaurants and that sort of thing nearby. However, I just got more house for my money when we went to Parrish. So that, of course, is something you have to decide for your budget, for your lifestyle, and for your family, because each area has pros and cons. So get out there, drive around, and if you're thinking of moving to these areas and you're working with a real estate agent, have them take you around, show you the difference in the areas, because it's really important for you to get a grasp of not just the difference in the prices, but the difference in the taxes, difference in the utility providers, or anything like that. Not to mention schools. If you have school-aged children, you need to know the differences in the school districts. So I hope this has helped you to see a little bit of the differences in prices between the Parrish area and the Lakewood Ranch area. And I hope that, when you're out here checking things out, you're finding what you're looking for, especially if it's new construction. There's so much to offer here in new construction. And I only hit a few of the builders. There's many, many more. And if you're curious to know what the prices are, not just for new construction, but resale homes, and you're doing a little bit of research yourself, but you'd really like some expertise in narrowing that search criteria down, please make sure to reach out to me. I'd be so honored to talk with you and chat about your journey, what might be bringing you to these areas, and see if this is a good fit for you and your family. I can set you up on an automatic search. Every agent can do that, so it's not something special that I do, but I can specially do it for you. And set up a criteria list for you, put it in the MLS so that you get daily updates on any homes that meet your budget and your criteria. And I have so enjoyed getting phone calls from you guys. You guys have been fun. I've had such great interactions with people, and so many of you have come down and you're buying houses now and you're finding your little piece of the Florida pie paradise. And I'm so honored that you've been calling, because it gives me an opportunity to show you what I'm proud of, which are these areas in Manatee and Sarasota County. So thanks everybody for all the phone calls. And if again, you're new to this channel and you'd like to stay updated on things going on in these areas of Manatee and Sarasota County, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so I can continue to put out content that is valuable to you, that gives you information on all of the questions that you might have. And if you have questions that I haven't touched on, a topic that you'd really like to know about, please, please, please put some comments below. I'd be happy to research whatever it is you need me to find out and make a video on it. And I think the more you know, the better informed decision you can make as a buyer. I'm Catherine Newman. It's been fun. I'll see you next week.